because I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
This is COLM McGuigan for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to be joined by Dmitry Bivol here in New York. Dmitry, we've heard a lot of talk about Canelo Alvarez. We've heard him say that it's on his terms. He wants to fight at 175. What's your response to that, to Canelo Alvarez?
You know, if he wants to fight, we could make this fight before. But he made 2 fights. And I don't think too much about Canelo fights. I talk about him only because you asking me. All of you asking me about him. But in my head I have my own way. I want to fight for the belts.
When you say you want to fight for the belt, I understand where you're coming from, because there's not much for you to gain at 175 if you fight him again. But if it comes down to it and you need to make this fight because there's not many options for you, with Beterbiev fighting Smith, do you think that there is a possibility you could still make this fight at 175, or are you categorically saying no?
Если бы других вообще никаких вариантов не было, все-таки ты бы подался на 175. Если бы все сделали, может и подал.
Yeah, if we don't have any chances to fight against another one, for another belts, or for, of course I will fight him, but I don't want, you know, I'm not, я не такой голодный, да, по этому бою. I'm not so hungry for this fight, you know, in 175. Just, I already beat him and I like my positions now, you know.
You hold the better position. He said it's on his terms. When he refers to it being on his terms, is he talking about financially more so than anything else?
Когда он говорит, что я хочу бой на своих условиях, ты думаешь, он говорит о финансах или о чем? Я думаю, что обо всем.
Когда я говорю, да.
Что он говорит? Типа, когда Canelo говорит, я хочу на тех же условиях, ты думаешь, он имеет...
I think he talks about everything, you know, about my belt, about financial terms, about to be on the
A side.
To be A side, you know, about everything.
Which basically means that he doesn't want to fight.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly, you are now the A side, whether it be at 168 or 175. But if this fight was to happen at 175, do you think that you would beat Canelo in the same fashion as before?
Если бы бой случился 175, как ты думаешь, ты победил бы его тем же образом?
I don't know. I don't know how. Let's just make the fight, and why we should talk about something in the future which we don't get. But of course, if I take some fight, I'm confident. If I take some fight, I believe that I could beat my opponent. I don't want to just take fight and spend time in the ring. No, if I'm going in the ring, I'm going in the ring only for victory.
ESPN reported yesterday that the fight definitely won't happen. They've said that you've pulled out of it. Are you saying that rather than go inactive, you would fight Canelo next then? At 175?
What did ESPN report?
They said that he won't make the fight at 175.
With Canelo? Yeah. That he said that? Where did they get that from? Where's that information?
It was stated yesterday from Mike Coppinger on ESPN that he said he won't fight Canelo.
Okay. Because I thought maybe ESPN spoke to him. Mike did have an interview. Они сказали, что мы вчера с ESPN репортером говорили, он сказал, что ты 175 точно не будешь с ним драться. Ну, как бы, да, это не поверите, это не...
Yeah, because it's not priority for me.
What is the priority for you?
Well, my priority to fight for another belt against the winner of the Beterbiev or Smith, or for his titles in 168. Why I have to give him another chance? On the same terms, you know. And we talk about what if. Okay, let's talk about what if Joshua comes to my weight class. Could I take this fight? Or what if Fury comes to 168? Would you fight to him? What we're talking about, man?
Beterbiev Smith has been made for August 19th. That leaves you in a precarious position because you have no fight made. What do you do in the interim if you don't fight Canelo Alvarez? Who do you want to fight?
Если, допустим, какой другой вариант будет? Ну, сейчас
A lot of fighters in my weight class. I think we could see on the list and choose someone from top 10.
As well as that, the WBC have made some comments that you would have to apply for a petition to fight against Artur Beterbiev. What do you make of that?
что надо типа подавать петицию против Артура Бетербиева.
You know,
Я об этом не переживаю.
I'm not worried about it too much. Let's just make this fight, and then we will think about the belts. Let's just
It's all about the fight.
It's just all about the fight. It's just all about типа договоренности между командами, между топ-ранком и там матчрумом.
The most important is that the teams make a deal and we can make that fight. Everything else I think will be okay.
Who do you think wins between Beterbiev and Smith? How do you think that goes down?
Beterbiev has more chances, how I see. He's more confident. He's more powerful and skillful. But of course, COLM, it's not just easy, opponent. He has a good defense, I think. Good defense, and he's younger. It's an interesting fight.
We've seen Canelo rumoured to be potentially fighting David Benavidez if he doesn't fight you next. Is that a fight that you would welcome, a fight against David Benavidez for you?
Why not? But I could fight against anyone. Anyone, doesn't matter, just in my weight class. But I don't wanna do some moves to fight against someone without the belt.
Well, Dmitry, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Because I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,